Why do you still live in Canada?
I still live in Canada.
Yeah.
I feel like I owe it to this city. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people that, man, despite whatever you do, you could be the biggest artist in the world, the biggest company in the world.
But look what's happening to the economy right now. And the fact what you do too, right?
Yeah.
So why are you still here?
I'm still here because I feel like I have to make a very big, and I kind of know what it is. I
Yeah.
don't want to say it yet because it's in a lot of things are in the works.
Yeah.
But whether it was fake love or real love, or like whether people like me or don't like me, I still feel like I owe it to the city, just because a lot of stuff I'm doing stems from the city. Whether it's whether it's for my events, whether you supported me personally, whether you just wanted to see some girls, whether you just wanted to get a drink, whatever the case is, at the end of the day, you were still there. And even if you didn't like me, even though you were still there, and I still look at that as support. So with that being said, I feel like you have to have like a reasoning behind your work. And that's kind of why I'm so hard on myself, because I don't see myself stopping at any point. It's more of just like what type of staple or what type of like, can I actually make myself legendary in a sense? And I feel like you kind of have to do that with your city. As much as you have to, of course, leave and spend times in certain areas, a few years, whatever the case is in certain areas. Like I do see myself leaving again at one point, like even during COVID, I was probably gone, majority of the year. There's points, like even though I live here, I'm probably still here like 6 months.
Really, I live here, man. That's what's making me ask you that question, because this world's big.
Yeah,
obviously.
and that's what I'm glad you said that. Like, yeah, to anybody else, don't be scared to, especially if you're young, like get out there and see the world, especially when you're young. Like make the mistakes while you're young, see the world while you're young, spend the money while you're young, because it opens up your eyes to understanding like, yeah, the world's big. There's a lot of avenues. There's a lot of ways to make money in different places, and just finding out what's right for you and what your niche is. But back to your question, why am I still here? Yeah, man, like there's still a part of me that loves the city, despite all the bullshit that we're going through now, despite everything people are saying now and how hard it is actually to make it out this city. And me going to other cities made me realize that. And that's kind of why I feel like I actually thrive sometimes when I go to other cities, because being from Toronto, Canada, you have to work twice as hard. So when you go to these other cities, like you have that same like grind in you, that same mentality, you actually flourish in these other places a lot, because one, our population's lower in Toronto, Canada. So like for as big as we are, our population is nothing compared to like the state of California is almost like what, like almost Canada's population, almost probably.
Yeah.
So
does it feel like that when you're out there?
Yeah, it does. So with that being said, when you bring this like this work ethic to these other places, there's so much like money and people that you could be bringing back to, that where when you do make that move, you'd be surprised. And I see it firsthand. Whether it's myself, some of these guys that I know, when they made that transition to just like leave Canada, they're doing fine. Some they're doing their thing in these other places. And I really feel like people should actually give the guys from Toronto or from Canada, actually we can get bigger respect, because we don't have a lot coming in here, even if it's a celebrity. Like you could be on, let's go back to planning events, or even as a promoter, you can even bring it a little bit smaller. If you're a promoter in Toronto and a promoter in Miami, that's two different things. You can be taking photos with basketball players, rappers, artists, whoever you are in mind, because it's just normal out there. So they're just there. And I can help you build a brand for yourself. If you're a venue owner and you have LeBron James, this, that, and the third, big MJ, Steph Curry, whoever, coming through your venue and you're taking photos of this. That's a like brand awareness now for your venue, as opposed to someone in Toronto where we don't have that as much. That's why whenever these guys do come to the city, it's more big deal, because we don't have that. It's not normal. So when we do have that, people kind of gravitate towards it a little bit more.
So how would I get a LeBron to come to my venue? Like say about the money to make LeBron come, like what? Like how do I get a LeBron or a Steph Curry to the venue? Like, can you make that happen?
You gotta do it. The best thing's relationships.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. I'm not gonna speak for like them in particular. There's a lot of people who I have made things happen, and the most important thing in like that industry at least is, I won't say necessarily as much in like relationships matter no matter what, but entertainment, I feel like relationships matter the most. In other places, more of like your work really speaks for itself, which is why I kind of gravitated towards a lot of these things because yeah, you know, if you're doing good, your work will get its recognition. Almost anything, but I find it more in like the tech and such. In entertainment, relationships go a long way. So before even having the money to put up for some of these guys, if you do have a relationship, like that's of course number one to get them here. And the best way is like if they already have to be here. Maybe they already, whether it's an athlete or an artist, they already have a show out here or something. And like you have like, maybe it's not them directly, maybe it's their management, their DJ, their best friend, whoever the case is, and you're already cool with that person. That's kind of like a way to leverage it and get them over, because a lot of these guys sometimes like they go with like their Miami and like their Dubai pricing, their LA pricing, thinking that they could charge the biggest venues in the world the same price that you're going to charge a smaller city like Toronto. So like sometimes, like a lot of times, guys will try to make it work, but I feel like as a celebrity athlete, whatever you are, you kind of gotta compromise in certain senses, because you gotta understand too, like you have a big fan base in some of these areas and you can't neglect the areas. So if you have like, even if it's not your usual bag, but if you have a bag there ready for you and this gives you a chance to tap into your fan base, it's like, why not? So obviously don't oversaturate yourself, don't ruin your brand. I get it, of course, but at the same time, you know, here and there when those opportunities are there for you, it's like you kind of have to, because that now you making your footprint over there just made it even bigger for yourself. Now you got to engage with your fans. They feel good. They're posting you. You might need someone who has 100K followers, whatever. Like you were just building a brand in that area. So to get them over here, I feel like they should be more inclined to come over here. And I've kind of seen it throughout the years. Like you've seen it all, like more celebrities and such are coming.
Mostly during Caravana.
Yeah.
Caravana sale was probably like the best time to like figure that.
Yeah.
I get it.
And that's another thing. Why do I love it, man? Summertime, man, I've been some places. I still love summer in Toronto.
Yeah.
Summertime in Toronto is still a great time to me. Outside of that, like enjoyment-wise, obviously working is hard out here, but enjoyment-wise, summer in Toronto.
You know, honestly, the multicultural is the only thing that really makes it nice. Like, I really believe that we do have the best women.
Yeah.
Say what I mean? All different types.
So,
you know what I mean?
when it comes to multicultural, I love it, because it's like you could be from any ethnicity, wherever you are in the world. If you come to Toronto, you're gonna find your flavor. You know, it doesn't matter what it is. So that's what, you nailed it right there. I love it.